Hey, welcome to the Team Babe podcast. I'm Jason and I'm Babe.
And I'm Robin and I'm Babe.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And have you ever had somebody ask you about a t-shirt that you've worn?
Probably. Why?
Like, have you ever worn like a Bigfoot riding a Loch Ness monster with a cowboy hat on, and then somebody's like, what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, mine are a little bit more straightforward, I suppose.
okay.
You know, like mine have words on them.
Lacoste.
No.
Or something like
I got
Ralph
one.
Lauren.
Oh, please. I've got one that says, make music, not war.
Oh.
It's pretty straightforward.
Is it Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren?
Well, it depends on how waspy you are.
Which is waspier?
Lauren.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, if you know a girl named Lauren, you don't call her a Lauren.
No, you sure don't.
Do you?
Plus, his name's Ralph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ralph. Is Ralph short for something?
Raphael or something?
Sounds like it should be, right?
It could be.
Oh, you know what's a good one is that relates to something we were watching earlier is Jerome.
Oh, yeah.
For Jerry.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So did somebody ask you about your shirt?
No, they have before.
Oh, and did it make you feel self-conscious?
No, not at all. Actually, most people are like, oh, that's so awesome. The Loch Ness monster is being ridden by... Wait. Yeah. Other way. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
With a cowboy hat. Yeah. And I tell them, I just say, yeah, man. I mean, I'm a photojournalist. This is one of my favorite pictures that I've ever taken. I captured it in 1962 at Lake Tahoe. It actually wasn't the Loch Ness monster. It was Tahoe Tessie. And that makes a lot more sense because Bigfoot.
They don't have Bigfoots over there in the UK?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, they probably think they do. They probably have pukas. We already talked about pukas.
We did. Now, I did go and visit my dad briefly from a 6 to 8 foot distance when I dropped off their groceries this week. And
was he wearing full personal protective equipment? No. PPE? No. Was he down with PPE?
No. No, he was wearing a multiple stained, sort of head to toe taupe sort of outfit, Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he informed me that during the gold rush times that in the Sierra Nevadas, there was a Bigfoot sidekick. Okay. And this Bigfoot sidekick was a monster, and it had a mouth in the middle of its torso. And this mouth had teeth all the way around it. Okay. And
are you sure he's not thinking of the Spitfire logo or whatever, that hand with the mouth in the middle of it? Because that's all I can think of.
I think it's more like the Stranger Things creature or whatever, But everyone that saw it is dead now. Right? So what are you going to do?
Everyone who saw it is dead now.
And apparently they're all dead too. These creatures.
Oh, the creatures are dead.
Maybe the Bigfoots. And the
people who saw them are dead. So how does anybody know?
There are drawings and paintings that depict such, times.
And this was what, like thousands of years ago?
No, during the gold rush.
Yes. Gold rush times.
Yes.
The golden age, as it were.
Right. So I thought that was an interesting little tidbit.
Huh, that's good. So that's some late night radio thing probably, right?
I mean, that is a fact that every American should know.
I think so. And what are those beings called?
I don't know.
Speak into the mic, please. Yeah, man. Well, boy.
That was part of my week.
That's
but what
cool.
about you?
That's a barn burner, man.
How about your week,
It's been a barn burner of a week. I mean, I feel like I'm underwater.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it is raining. I don't know if you all can hear that, but we got some rain.
Yeah. I don't think they can hear that.
Oh, okay.
We can, though.
Does it run down your fingertips? How does the Madonna song go?
Feel it on
my fingertips.
hear it
on
your
the
window
pane?
panes. Your love's coming down
Okay.
like rain. Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, my week was okay. I don't know. I was just getting through it, man. Just doing the damn thing.
Is that right?
And it's over now. It's all over now, baby blue. To quote Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
Yeah, and but you said when we were talking last night
Yeah.
about how our weeks were going, you said that I was very far away.
Oh, you were far away.
That
man.
it was like I was building clocks on Mars, like Dr. Manhattan.
Not on
there.
Mars, on the blue planet. You were like,
No, he's on Mars when he's making
well,
clocks. I think.
you were
He's
on,
blue.
He's blue, but you were blue and on a blue planet like Pluto. Like you were further away than Mars. Okay. Like not one planet over, like knock knock, who's there? Like you were like all the way at the other end of the solar system.
Okay. Like on Neptune or something.
Yeah.
Is Pluto a planet?
Well, they say it's not.
Okay. It's a planetoid.
I mean, I'm still, I'm old, so I think it's a planet.
Well, I mean, we're planning to pivot this podcast into a astronomy podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
And, talking about
not.
some of the, we'll talk about some Bigfoot and Bigfoot sidekick lore every now and then,
Is that part of astronomy? I'm so confused.
Well, it is if they came from space.
That's true. They
Space
could've,
Bigfoot.
I mean,
Spacefoot.
Chewy's kind of like a Bigfoot, and he came from space.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I liked, I never would have thought of this, but I liked Jeff Davis's bit about Chewy. It's like Chewy is racist. I mean, Chewy isn't racist, but like the character of Chewy is racist against like Mexican people.
How so?
Because like he's the mechanic, like he works.
Chewy works on the spaceship. Yeah.
On the Millennium Falcon.
What does that have to do with Mexican people?
And like it's a Mexican name. Like Chewy is like a. I don't know what it really stands for.
That's so bizarre.
I know. I never would have thought of that or whatever.
No.
But yeah, I think it is. It's racist against Mexicans.
Chewbacca?
Yeah, Chewy.
He's supposed to be his dog. He's a talking dog. He's not a person. He just has big dog that came along with him to go to outer space. Like all kids that make a spaceship out of a cardboard box, they make their dog get in it. I mean, this is Chewy. He's no Mexican. Come on now.
Okay.
That's just me. That's my take. And I'm no Star Wars expert. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that again.
But you get it now.
Oh,
obviously, with your deep understanding of Chewbacca's place in the Star Wars universe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I get it.
Yeah, man. So
well,
I was blue. I was blee. I was blah.
Yeah, you were blah,
and I was
right?
blue and I was blah. I don't know.
And,
I don't even know. Are there words to that song?
Yeah, but I'd rather not repeat them.
Yeah. It's going to be stuck in my head now.
Yeah, you were Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen.
Yeah.
How he's all naked and weird and he goes on to the other planet and makes clocks and messes with time or whatever the hell he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And he has to be all alone and no one can talk to him, and he can't communicate. He has to be silent, on this planet. And that's what you do sometimes.
But my version of that was like sitting at my computer, like working.
Well, there was that. And then when you got done working, then you were playing video games.
More clocks.
And then when you got done playing video games, then when we talked to each other, whatever, like your soul or your brain was like, very far away, although I could hear you speaking to me,
I was speaking?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. So
you
it was
were
like
speaking
a vibe.
to me. Yes, you were saying things.
It was a vibe.
But when I looked at you, I was like, you're not there.
Where is it?
You're not there. Like the
I'm
Bob
not really
Dylan
there.
movie. I'm not there.
Yeah.
That was my Bob Dylan impression. Did you like that?
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you sounded just like Bob. It's amazing. Your dad's name, Bob.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dr. Manhattan, man, Watchmen.
But now you're back.
Now I'm back.
Back from the blue planet. I love it when you come back. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Watchmen is an Alan Moore comic. as we all know, our graphic novel.
I
actually.
learned that just yesterday.
Yeah, and we'll be. I mean, not to spoil anything, but once we get to the main topic of today's show, the song du jour,
Yes.
as it were,
The new track.
that may become more important.
Take
So
notes. Okay.
foreshadowing. I just foreshadowed. That's how you do it.
Oh, good to know. Because if I'm in a foreshadow, I wouldn't want to be judged.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I also got some waves up on my wall.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not quite done yet, but it's getting there.
No, it's very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, we Robin has decided that it's time to move in.
Yeah, we're moving in to this house we've lived in for almost 5 years. I'm just now hanging things on the wall.
Yep.
And that's really just due to the fact that we're here all the time.
Yeah, so it's like you have to look at it more than normal, which is funny because like you're probably, for someone who didn't like officially like work a job from home, like oh, I'm an employee of like me.
Yeah.
Like you spent more time home than anybody that I know.
It's true.
Right before
true.
this, and now it's it's like complete.
Well, I got to thinking about it and I was like, well, I can hang up pictures I already have. I can hang up, like a wave scene in our bedroom for relaxation,
Right. De-stress.
Right.
Foreshadow.
I've accepted the fact that this place is where I am going to be residing and staying for a little while. It's taken me 5 years to admit that to myself, but that's okay. We all get there into the realness of the realms eventually.
Yeah, we all accept things at some point, or we don't.
Are you enjoying
the
new
nice.
things on the wall?
It's really nice. We got things on the wall. We got a nice like little fire pit area in the back that we've enjoyed sometimes.
Yep.
There's hammocks, but we had those, so that doesn't count.
I watered plants too.
Ooh.
I got plants, man.
And nature just fucked you over by raining.
After I watered.
Yeah. Hey, bitch. You can't even. You know what? I can't win for like 12 hours, man.
Oh man.
You just straight up like coming in and like dancing in my face and putting me in a box or whatever, like dance battle style.
I was actually not that offended about it, but now I am.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
I think that. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it takes like an outsider to point out, like when somebody is like acting the fool. Like one of your homies, like Ma Nature.
I'm usually the first person to point out when somebody's acting the fool, but
That's true.
I don't usually think about nature as like a person.
How about your week though? Like what happened with you? Are you so psyched?
Well, I started out my week with a little medical issue, but nothing serious. And that wasn't so hot. And then,
it just required hospitalization.
No, it didn't.
No.
Don't tell lies.
Sorry. No, it required no hospitalization.
No, not at all. But I just kind of, I don't know, I worked a lot. I only got one workout in. I'm really not feeling super hot about that. I feel like my 1 millimeter of butt loss came back.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then so that means tomorrow, I got to work out all day.
You're literally going to do this all day.
All day.
All day tomorrow.
That's right.
You're going to schmid it out.
That's right. But the highlight of my week was probably, and this is so weird because like I'm not even a basketball fan, but my highlight this week is watching the Michael Jordan documentary from ESPN.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? I don't know.
The Last Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's been interesting. That's been a real treat. Like
it has been a treat.
I think I'm becoming a basketball fan again.
Wow.
I don't know if I ever was
Well, you
really,
played
but I played
basketball.
basketball like
Yeah.
in high school. I wasn't good or anything, but I remember, and I watched basketball because I remember like tons of the games, like that '93 series with the Suns.
Yeah.
I remember that, like the whole thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like 90, maybe 2-ish, 93, somewhere there, because Madonna was dating Dennis Rodman. So I started watching the games. Plus, everybody that I went to school with was all about the Bulls, like, and wearing the Air Jordans and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like, oh, if you're going to be cool, you gotta
Have your J's.
Yeah, I never had any. But, you know.
One day.
I remember people had the little thing where you pump up the air.
Yeah, that's the Reeboks.
Right. Those are like the competing, like with the Air Jordans.
Were those Reeboks?
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah, the pumps.
Yeah, the pumps, the Reebok pumps. Oh my gosh, those are like the shit.
Like in Men in Tights or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that Dave? Dave is
Yeah, for sure.
He's got to pump up his pumps before he like kicks ass on some.
Well, that was like every kid at recess be like, "Hold on, let me pump up my pumps before I go out on the court." You know.
My God. I think I got some of those at some point, like back there. I mean, and I was like,
"Did you love them?"
What the fuck? Like, you can't feel, like, I couldn't feel any difference with that pumped up, whatever it was pumping up, those pumped up kicks.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that band. So, but here's the funny thing. Well, like, we were at Ross, right? This is like before quarantine.
Not me.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Charlie were at Ross.
Okay.
And we were looking for shoes, and they had Air Jordans, and they had all these different styles of them and all this stuff, and they were like pretty cheap, you know, like $50 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, they have Air Jordans. Like, don't you want these? But they're always high tops, of course, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, what are Air Jordans?
Who's Jordan?
What are you
What
talking
is Jordan?
about?
You mean the shoe designer?
Oh, it was so funny. He was like, no, I don't like those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's funny. Yeah. The show's been really, really interesting, man. Like I remembered a bunch of stuff from watching that I hadn't thought about for a long time. Playing basketball, like watching basketball, like, you know, being a Scottie Pippen fan.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I played basketball for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's cool. Like, check out basketball if you guys like sports.
Can I just recommend basketball?
I just recommend the
I mean,
National Basketball Association.
If you're into sports.
To you. Of course, they're not playing now, so you're fucked, I think.
Watch the reruns, you know? Yeah, so like, I keep waiting. I don't know. We're not to the end of the series. But I keep waiting for when they're going to reveal some crazy thing about Michael Jordan where he's just like the worst person ever.
Like he's R. Kelly or something.
Yeah. And so far they haven't revealed anything like that, at least in my opinion. To me, I mean, and you know, episode 6 or whatever we're on, I'm like, okay, I mean, I can deal with it. Like, he's not that big of an asshole.
Yeah.
He's just a super competitive, dominating, you know, person that wants to win. And, you know, and like,
what the fuck do you expect?
And that comes along with being a champ. And like, people don't like that.
Sure. Well, just like when, like, you know, a woman is sort of like a maverick or like a super high performer. Did I say a woman?
No, you said a woman.
A woman. Just like when a woman is like, you know, like some hot shit like CEO or something like that who's like kicking ass or something, like, you know, they draw a lot of fire.
Yeah.
And a lot of hatred.
I call it, you know, like making friends and, you know, influencing people. That's what I call it.
Yeah, it's a very Dale Carnegie approach that Robin takes, but others don't take that approach.
I mean, that's the way I see it.
They go hard.
Being that dominating, you know, aggressive, like winner. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm making friends.
Yeah.
We're all friends here, aren't we?
Yeah. Anyway, like, I mean, I think that like people, similarly, maybe even worse. No, I don't know. I think women probably have it worse or whatever.
I think so too.
I don't know.
There's certain things that come from men. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Michael Jordan, certainly anything that you say, yeah, everybody's just gonna be like, "Well, it's Michael Jordan," you know.
It's crazy.
It's good. It's cool. It's all good.
Yeah.
But you're not that, or you're just some random person, and you decide that you have an opinion about something. Well, that's not always considered fun, and that's bad. Okay.
You could draw some fire for sure.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's one of my highlights. We are also watching Dead to Me. That's another TV.
Little Netflix pick. I think they got new episodes that just came out.
It's good.
Second season. It's weird. What did I say on that episode we watched a few days ago? It was like,
well, you were just like, this show is so crazy. Like,
Yeah, it was like, this show is so ridiculous. Like the like level of suspension of disbelief that they're getting away with here is just like insane.
Yeah, I mean, not to spoil
like, is this
anything,
even
but
real life?
this is like sort of a haha dark comedy about like, a murder. And
is it a comedy though? Like, I guess.
Yeah,
like
it is to me. I mean, I think so. I mean, it's like, for instance, like one of the moms on the show, she's like trying to, like pretend like she doesn't remember that somebody's dead that she killed, right? And so she's like trying to work on her computer, and then like she accidentally Googles the wrong thing while she's listening to like death metal, and then like her kid who's like 8 or something is having like a play date, and then like the play date friend like walks up to her and they're like,
why are you looking up how to bury a dead body or something?
Right.
Like
and
that?
she's like, I'm not. Everything's great. I mean, she's like drinking in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
She's got, there's just all these things that are just like, right.
It's insane.
And the kid's like totally oblivious,
Yeah. Like, so weird.
It is
like,
weird,
at
but
every level of that, like the kid, like, yeah.
I like it though, because I kind of feel like it's poking fun at this idyllic sort of Southern California rich like life or whatever,
Yeah.
where everything's
Totally.
clean and it's white and it's beige and the pool's clean. And
Wait. Is it white or is it beige?
that's the same thing.
Is it?
I mean, white people love beige,
Is it eggshell? Or is it beige? Or is it white?
It's all the same thing. No. I'm sorry, but if you have shades of beige, then you are white.
I've got shades of babe.
Yeah, you do.
All of the shades of babe of the rainbow.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to make a picture.
Hey, somebody take a note of that.
Oh.
Somebody commit that to a podcast or some shit.
Where
people say things.
I'm gonna make a mural of it.
Do you ever look right into the camera?
Hell yeah, man.
How you doing?
That's when you know you're a player.
Yeah. What's going on there?
That's
How are you?
So
how's your evening? How's your father?
One note on that, right?
Yeah.
So I was on the news this week,
Yeah.
on the very local news. Okay, so like no big whoop, and I was just doing my job, and I like had you watch it later, and you were like, your head is like turned to the side the whole time, and I was like, damn it. Okay, but this is the thing that I do. All right, so when I'm trying to be like nice, or I'm trying to be shorter than I really am, I do this thing where I turn my head to the side, and I'm like, oh look at me, I'm so tiny and cute. Oh, don't you love me? I'm on the news.
I gave you that note very nicely.
I know, but it's true, and it's just like a thing that I do subconsciously.
Yeah.
I could see myself on the Zoom on the news. Like I could see that I was doing it, but for some reason in my mind I'm like, people like this.
Yeah. Your mind had that auto like tilt correct, like on the iPhone when you like edit a picture or whatever. It's like, oh
yeah, be cute.
Oh, no.
Tilt it to the side.
Yeah, man. Well, you did a good job, and the head tilt was just a note just to consider for all your future TV and podcast
of
and
course.
primetime
Well, you'll notice that
comedy
on this show,
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Oh, because you're not trying to be cute,
I ain't
man.
trying to be cute.
This
See?
is where you can
See?
stop.
Yep.
Just stop, drop, and roll all that bullshit.
I mean,
that we
I can
carry
stop
around
being
all day.
polite and start getting real. Okay.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck.
Oh, so it's special for you.
Yes.
My head is straight up and down.
Good job.
Thank you.
Couple other things that you got into, and then I think we could probably start the show.
Okay,
after that.
cool.
I think we'll
Yeah, I like
probably
that.
hit record.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
About what?
Hitting record and starting the show.
I like that.
Okay, you think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. You tried out a couple other things this week.
I did?
Yeah. What were those?
Gosh, what was it?
Read off the prompter. See, it's right up there.
Oh, yes.
You
So
just read.
I had that.
You look naturally into the camera. You smile. You make sure you don't have the double chin going or whatever. Okay. Out and down.
Out and down. That's for you, Jamie.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, I took advantage of the shelter-in-place technology, and I had a doctor visit over the phone.
Yeah.
And it was
that's right.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. It took 5 minutes. All right. I didn't have to go to a waiting room. I didn't have to wait for 2 hours to tell the doctor the same thing. I didn't have to do anything other than just tell him my symptoms. And he was like, cool, got it, wrote a prescription. Prescription was ready in an hour. Went and picked it up. Done. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Mhm.
Like, unless you're having some kind of really complicated thing,
Yeah.
you don't need to go to the doctor. You can just talk to him on the phone. I love it.
Can you do that for just your regular primary care and checkups? That would be great. If some doctors, if you could have a family practitioner
But
who was just
I mean,
so
no.
that all I'm trying to do is not have to go to the doctor.
Okay, but picture this. Okay, you're in the doctor's office, and they're wanting you to feel your balls and cough and all that stuff. If you did it over the phone, you'd have to have a video conference where you held your own balls and coughed or something, just to prove that your balls were working or whatever the hell they're trying to prove with that.
Wouldn't you just do it for me at that point?
Yeah, I can give you a checkup.
My lovely assistant, Dr. Robin, is in the house.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I am going to take your blood pressure. And
Right now?
no,
Don't do it now.
more on that later.
Shit is through the roof.
So
God.
I also took advantage of the curbside pickup.
Oh, at a restaurant?
No,
To get a hamburger or something
No.
like that?
at Joanne Fabrics.
Oh, to get some plaid.
No, I was actually not even getting fabric. I was just getting other stuff. Anyway, there were all these
To get
people.
your thread.
There were all these people lined up in the hot sun. Okay, waiting to go into the store. Now, I placed my order online. All right. And I said curbside pickup. And then
Yeah.
I drove up to the front of the store.
Yeah.
I sat in my air conditioned car. I was like, boop, boop, beep, bop. And then the person came out and handed me my shit. And all those people were still standing in the sun. And I was like, I don't know what you're doing.
So they were standing in line to get in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they'd have to stand in line at the cut counter.
Dude, I just
Then
had
they'd
a
have to
fucking
stand in line at the next counter.
a genius national Joanne's ad
Oh, yeah?
idea.
Yeah.
Should I say it?
Sure.
Okay, because it involves we have to buy that song where it's something 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 in the hot sun or whatever,
Oh, I hate that song.
or whatever.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
How bizarre. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so basically, that figures into it.
Oh, okay. So what is it?
That's it.
Oh.
A family
I
you pull
see.
up in your
I
fucking
see.
air conditioned $200,000 Mercedes Benz SUV or whatever. It has air conditioning. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you that.
All
Yeah, all right.
It has a fucking snorkel.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
You like snorkels? I'm getting kind of aggressive.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry.
Tilt your head to the
anyway.
side.
This is the bad side. This is the good side.
Oh, cute.
Is that cute?
No. Oh, I like it. Okay, so all the people are in the hot sun, and the song's playing, and then there's me that drives up for curbside. Well, I'm just saying that, like,
and the same person, and like you're seeing beads of sweat come off of them, and they're like looking at the line, and they're like looking over at you, like, and you're eating a bonbon or something.
Well, there's certain things I hate.
Because there's a refrigerator in your Mercedes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, there's certain things I hate to do, and one of those is going to Joann's. Even though I've had a fashion design business for the last 10 years, it is not my favorite place. So the idea of not having to go into it and someone bringing my stuff to the car is great. So there's certain things that have come of this situation that are kind of nice.
They're good realizations, things that work, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. You also did a bunch of grocery shopping today. We used the plan to eat thing to generate a wonderful grocery list.
I spent so much money at the grocery store today. I was appalled. Okay.
Dude.
I followed that list.
Say any dollar amounts.
Oh, I'm not going to say it. No dollar amounts. This is shameful. I'm embarrassed.
This is shamefulness.
But I used the list. I mean, it was nice.
I guess we should be really happy.
Really? That we spend so much money at the grocery store?
Well, that like we are able to do that, and we can sort of make fun of it.
Yes, of course. I mean, I feel fortunate in many ways, you know. I mean, even just doing this podcast, I feel fortunate. I mean, look, I have this lovely microphone, you know?
Look, I have this lovely microphone.
And that ain't no joke.
Look, I have this wonderful glass of wine that I've been drinking.
Mean, there was a time where I had none of the above. Okay.
Yeah.
So I do feel grateful for it, but I do feel like an asshole for spending too much money at the grocery store. All right. I feel both things. Is that possible?
It's possible. I don't even think it's like a dichotomy. I think you're probably feeling so many different things at the same time that it's not just like, you know, a classic yin yang push and pull between two poles. You know what I'm saying?
Who says yin yang? Yin yang.
Apparently I do.
Yin yang.
Isn't it the yin yang twins? Or is it the yin yang twins?
Not in my world. All right. So shall we get into the topic at hand or what? I mean, are we ready to add another track to this mixtape? Or
dude,
what are we doing here?
I'm always dropping tracks, man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You're making beats that are fatter than your mama.
Laying down some tracks. Some hot tracks. Ooh. So hot. Ow.
Yeah, so let's talk about it.
Let's do it. So this week's addition to the COVID-19 mixtape. This is number 11 on the mixtape. And this is kind of a funny little ditty that probably not too many of you have heard because it's fairly obscure, but I don't know, maybe you have. Maybe we're just fucking idiots. Maybe this has been all over MTV. Maybe you should like not take anything we say seriously because we're just you know, famous podcast celebrities here. We're not, you know, we're nothing special, man. We put our pants on one leg at a time, just like you. Anyway, yeah, so this is Golden Age Raps by Open Mike Eagle.
Heck yeah.
A rapper from Los Angeles, California.
Cool.
Probably. Yeah, so that's number 11. Check it out. We realized we need to link these songs and things, so I'm saying it. We're doing it.
Yeah, we're going to go back.
Hopefully we're doing it.
We're going to go back and actually add links to all the songs that are on this mixtape because we realized, you know, not everybody knows those stuff. And so.
And you might actually want to listen to the song that we're talking shit about or whatever.
And at some point, this whole mixtape playlist is going to be available. So stay tuned for that.
We'll do that.
That's after week 19, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. We got to get through the full 19.
That's right. And then you can have the glorious 19 tracks available for your listening pleasure.
That's right. So, yeah, this is Open Mike Eagle's 2014 album, Dark Comedy. And I don't know what track it is, but like, so I had never heard of this guy or whatever until, and it's one of the things I discovered from watching Harmontown. And so he was on an episode of Harmontown, and I don't remember what the connection was, like why Dan brought him in or whatever to do it. But it definitely left an impression on me because, like, I don't know, he was just funny, and like he did a couple songs, and like he made fun of Dan for like relying on his rap crutch of fucking mamas.
So for those of you that are not familiar with Harmontown, Dan Harmon is like this writer of shows and TV and whatnot. And he had his own podcast show and, you know, YouTube that accompanied every episode. And so almost every episode that I saw, although I only saw a few, he attempted rapping, you know, and there'd be times where he could kind of pull it off. And then there'd be times where it was like, oh my gosh, like just so bad.
Yeah.
But his go-to rap was like fucking your mama.
Yeah, fucked your mama so hard, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. It's just like
something, 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 and fucked your mama.
yeah. And it's like after 50 times, it's not funny. So I'm glad this guy called him out.
That's the bit, though. I mean, like you know, but you don't necessarily appreciate that type of humor sometimes.
The
where
repetitive
somebody's just
extreme
like,
humor.
Yeah, repeating like a ridiculous premise over and over and over again.
I really think that's all I can think of personally. I mean, you know, as someone that tried to write a rap one time, I was like, damn, I got nothing. Like, I got the same old thing over and over again.
But that's writing. Like, if you're freestyling, I mean, that is a legit, like, crazy skill.
And I don't think
he doesn't have
got it.
But I think what he's trying to do like the same thing he did with like the story circle or whatever, where he's like, wait, I can hack this.
Oh,
like if I
okay.
remember like like these rhymes, like that, you know, or whatever that go with this word and this word, like
see.
it'll just roll off the tongue. It's like,
no.
But it always goes like northwest, east, south, like fucked him into something, fucked him in the mouth, blah, blah, blah. It's so dumb. Anyway, yeah.
Well, so did this guy,
Open Mike Eagle, like was
did he put him in his place?
Kind of coaching him, not really putting him in his place, but just like trying to get him to not like rely on it. Because actually, recently, like they released the album that they recorded together, Dan Harmon's rap album.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which might be fun to listen to sometime when Charlie's not around.
Yeah, for sure. So like,
or anybody else.
Anybody?
Only sick people. Sick fucks.
So what was it about this one track, this Golden Age Raps, that really solidified it?
Oh yeah. So I listened to the podcast and then I was like, oh, I'm just going to listen to some of this guy's music or whatever. And I started listening to this album, and then I got to this song, and like there's a little like spoken intro over the beat, and then like the first verse goes fuck Redding, California, because shit is pretty racial there. And I'm like, what? That's where I live, man.
Right.
Like, what are the chances of this? Of me
right.
like stumbling on this? And like, yeah, that just completely floored me. And yeah, so I was like, okay, this is one of my new favorite songs, because it's funny. Even if you love Redding, like that is fucking hilarious.
It's just so random.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he must have spent time here at some point,
or drove through and somebody like, you know, like looked at him weird or like called him a name or something like that. I mean, that's very possible.
That's very possible. Yeah.
We live in this crazy far Northern California. I think Northern California, you're like, oh, hippies in San Francisco and peace and love and all this shit. But it's like, yeah,
no,
we're like Texas up here, man. And people are moving from here to Texas. They want to get even more Texas.
I know, this isn't Texas enough for them.
Yeah.
You know, they gotta get to the real Texas.
That's right.
That's Texas enough for me. Okay, I'll say that. Yeah, so like I remember you played this for me and I was just kind of like, wow, this is so weird. Like, so he must have, I mean, if you're going to start a song, right, with fuck Redding, California, like, you know that
Something had to
something
have
happened and it left a really bad taste in your mouth. And if that's going to go on your album as like a permanent track, like you are trying to make a statement. Like,
Yeah.
And even if this is obscure or whatever, I just feel like, wow, like, okay, like you were serious about that, you know? But I do. So like for me, my favorite kind of rap is rap that is like funny in a certain way, or it uses just like crazy ridiculous lyrics because it is kind of like this weird kind of roller coaster of like words that are strung together, tell a story, but in this like completely unexpected way, which is why I like Beastie Boys and stuff. You know, it's just like I like rap, but I don't take it super seriously, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is real like loosey goosey, you know, just kind of like. But I like it, you know,
especially on this track because it almost sounds like it's just kind of this kind of rollicking free association type of thing. Like I really wonder. I'd be super curious to ask this guy like what like. What made him like if this was written or if this was like a freestyle or something, because it kind of sounds a little bit like a freestyle, like,
it does,
because it's just like
it does,
it doesn't necessarily like, oh okay, that's not like a logical, this isn't like a linear story here, this is just like free association wordplay or whatever.
Although I gotta say, if this was freestyle and he didn't write this down at all and this was just like I'm gonna get on the mic and just see what happens, like I think he should get all the awards for all rappers for all time, because it is pretty impressive.
Yeah, but that's how some of those people who can like freestyle like crazy like that really are. Like that's real. Like people can actually do that.
I know.
It fucking is amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah.
So amazing. So amazing, you guys.
So interesting.
Yeah, anyway, so he talks about where we live currently, where this podcast is being recorded right now.
Yep.
Right in the first line of the thing. And then I don't know, it gets funnier from there, I think. No, that's the funniest part for us. But it's like just this rollicking thing, and like we listened to it, we listened to it, you know, whatever, when we were trying to figure out what the fuck to talk about, and like, you know, writing out the script and all that stuff for this show. And okay, good. Waiting for the teleprompter to catch up. Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
What
was I saying?
Oh, so
I got too into my bit.
Sorry. How about this? How about that?
How about that?
And how about this?
Cash
okay.
Me outside.
How about this? Still trying to navigate the settings on my Focusrite preamp. That's one of his lyrics.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like we listened to it the other night, and like, because you know now we listen to songs and we're kind of always, I don't know if you do this, but I'm always sort of running the program, the COVID-19 mixtape, you know, recognition algorithm,
the filter
on everything that I
it's like yeah, I'm doing that too.
Yeah. And so it talks about the Focusrite preamp, which is, you know, what you're enjoying, the dulcet tones of our voices, the babes' voices, on right now.
We
if
use
you're hearing this,
the Focusrite preamp.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoa, we're on the same page here. I mean, we're not rappers per se. I mean, one of us is. Okay.
Oh yeah, you right?
That's me.
That's right.
But yeah, I like the thing that's funniest to me actually is this whole thing about and buy a minivan with 17 cup holders.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, first tell the internet how you got fucked over and buy a minivan with 17 cup holders. I mean, if that doesn't sum up like Facebook for a lot of people, I mean, so many people are talking to Facebook in their fucking minivan.
Oh,
like while their kids are playing soccer or whatever they're doing, and they're just like
they're talking to Facebook?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
About how they got fucked over.
Oh, so they're doing like a live video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're like talking to the camera.
That is a good way to put it. I'm talking to Facebook right now.
Yeah, I'm talking
Get
to
the
Facebook.
fuck out of my face. I don't care if my kid just scored a hat trick.
Yeah, I'm over here.
I'm just glad that son of a bitch can walk.
No, these
Is it weird
people
for-
that do that
Yeah.
they're not glad about anything.
Okay.
Okay, this is like, look at me, look what happened to me. I can't believe this happened to me. Aren't you so sad? Facebook, please like and share and comment and blah 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 blah. You know.
Yeah.
I ain't
Is that
having
your scene?
I ain't having none of that. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's got a lot of little gem like turns of phrase for this time during the pandemic or whatever that I guess we're still in. Maybe we won't be in 2 weeks
Really?
when this comes out, or a week or whatever it is.
Well, that'd be cool.
You think? Wouldn't that be nice?
You think they're gonna find the cure?
Cure.
They're gonna find the cure.
Yeah, man, they're all dressed up like the Cure.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love it if that was true. That'd be the first person to just jump up and down on that one. You know,
But he goes, start your own niche
your
niche.
your niche.
And gain little weird followers.
Is that what we're
We
doing?
should invest in inner ear monitors and start our own niche and gain little weird followers.
Should we invest in inner ear
and make
monitors?
the flyest orthotics and make decent movies out of Alan Moore comics. Alan Moore, boom, The Watchmen.
See, it's all interconnected.
Connection.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Is your mind melted yet? I probably could have done this better.
Well, are you gonna do it again?
Maybe we should do a take 2 on that.
Really?
No. Just joking.
Okay. That's good. I mean, I do think we should invest in inner ear monitors. For like when we have the band again. Like when we're in our own
Even
band.
this would be fine with inner ear monitors.
Yeah, and they have to be especially molded to your inner ear shape. I would definitely get the glitter.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You want to call attention to those things. It used to be cool to have them be like, oh, they're skin flesh tone, man. Like, you can't even tell.
Yeah, you could tell.
But you could. And then so people are like, yeah, man, let's put like glitter on them and stuff and make them pink.
Because it can start
like,
to look like an earring.
It's like a fashion accessory, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
My inner ear monitors, man.
Yeah. That's when I'll know I've made it. I get those inner ear monitors. I mean, I feel like I've made it just having a Shure mic,
Yeah, he talks about like smoking weed and going to church. He talks about watching a video of the Bible's deleted scenes. He talks about
being unemployed.
yeah, which is pretty cool because we're all unemployed.
Yeah, pretty much most of the United States is unemployed. I mean, a big part.
Hilarious.
It's not hilarious, but you have to be able to laugh about it, because if you can't laugh, then you die.
Then you done fucked up, man. Yeah, gallows humor, I believe they call it.
When I was in high school, there was this one kid, and
What was his name?
I'm not gonna say it.
Her.
His
her.
name.
Okay.
And every time I would pass him in the hallway, it would be like a beat you to the punch of saying, "You're dead."
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like
And it
that.
was just like we had no relationship. There was nothing. It was just kind of like, "You're dead." Like that was a joke. And it was just kind of like this silly thing that was like,
That's like from a fucking like, what's his name movie?
I don't know.
Like with John Cusack holding a boombox.
Oh,
up in
maybe
there.
it is from a movie. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't really start
John
that.
Hughes.
Yeah,
Is that
maybe.
who that is?
I didn't start that. Okay, but
You're dead. So he came up and said, "You're dead."
it was kind of like tag you're it, like you're dead. I don't know.
But with other people too, or just you two?
I think it probably included other people, but not for me. He was like the only one that I did that to.
Did you ever see him do "You're dead" to somebody else?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
That's too bad.
Yeah. We
See,
did.
I was hoping that this was like this weird, like fucking movie thing
No.
where it's like, okay, this guy was in love with you, man.
Oh,
this is
not
like
at
your
all.
long lost lover or whatever.
No, not at all.
Like
No.
you're gonna have to cut me out of the picture here
What?
and get back with the "You're dead" guy.
I don't want him.
It's true love.
No. No. Anyway, but speaking of like dark humor, so I thought about that in relation to now. So let's say we went to high school now. Okay.
Together?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, it's 2020 and I'm 16 and I go, you're dead. Haha. Not haha. You know what I mean? Like,
That could be a problem.
now I'm not saying that people should go around saying that to other people. However, laughter, people laugh about stuff that's sarcastic or just ridiculous or whatever, is necessary. It is necessary for the survival, especially in these situations. That's why this song I can laugh, because it's like, yeah, man, this is a dark time. Like, and there's dark times ahead, but like, I already know for my own self that if I can't laugh about it, I'm in trouble, man. Like, I'm in real trouble.
Yeah. Hopefully you all can laugh at our hilarious jokes that we spent hours and hours writing.
And if they don't, will they get their money back?
Yeah. Yes. We will compensate you exactly what you spent on this.
Yes. You will get a complete 100% refund.
100% refund.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our guarantee.
I like that. A 100% refund. If you're not satisfied, we will refund your money.
Sure.
Finally we have that money back guarantee, babe. We've been trying to get to this like forever.
Yeah. I think this is when the podcast is really going to start to take off now. Now that we're offering this guarantee.
Yes.
And the thing is, I don't think I've heard any other podcast offer this. So it's really innovative. I listen to a lot of podcasts, man.
Look at us.
I started listening to a podcast today from like 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was it?
It's called The Champs.
Never heard of
Moshe
it.
Kasher and Neil Brennan and a DJ guy named Doug.
Oh.
And so I don't know if the DJ guy is white or not, but they just interview like black people and people of color.
Okay.
But it started out as just like famous black people. So the one I listened to today was like Arsenio.
Oh, nice.
In like 2014 or so, and it was like really interesting.
I love Arsenio.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now. I loved coming to America. I never watched like the Arsenio Hall show, really.
Oh, you didn't?
Not really, 'cause I couldn't.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think I was allowed to.
That's true.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, I watched all kinds of Arsenio myself, and he was a really good interviewer. And like, I was a Letterman fan, and all that, but Arsenio was actually a good interviewer. He wasn't just trying to fuck with people like Dave,
Yeah. No, he would ask good questions, and he would also. It seemed like, the little bit that I've seen since, it seemed like he would kind of ask tougher questions too.
He was almost like Oprah in a way. Like he actually wanted to like know about the people.
He's like friends with Oprah.
Well, of course
he's like, Quincy fucking put him in. Yeah.
No, he's good.
I mean, it's just insane. And yeah, anyway, it was great. Arsenio Hall, you're a mensch. You seem like a mensch.
A mensch?
Mensch.
What's that?
Like a gentleman.
Oh. That's a horrible word for a gentleman. Blech.
It's like German or some shit. But it means like you're good. You're just like...
You're the champ?
You're the champ.
Okay.
You're the champ.
I like the champ.
Yeah. Hey, check out the show The Champs. There hasn't been a new episode since 2016 or something like that.
Do you think there will be another one?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's over.
I have so much podcast listening to catch up on. Just FYI.
You do.
So much, dude.
It's going to be interesting once there's no kids in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Because I think it'll be a lot easier for you to listen to this stuff.
I think so.
But you'll probably be too busy like putting on Madonna, like bustiers and shit, like cone, like spike boob things and all this.
You just wait, man.
Like dancing around, like practicing your chair dance from like the what was that tour or whatever?
The Girly Show.
The Girly Show tour.
You just wait, man. I
Oh
mean,
man, I can't wait.
you're
This
gonna
is
be,
gonna be great.
so sick of me by the time that happens. Oh, you're gonna have to go on a silent retreat.
I probably will. I'll do it. Well, I mean, we know.
We do.
We know.
We know what. Did you have to go on a silent retreat because of me? Because
No,
of
no,
all
no.
my
We know.
talking?
We see. We have this record now of all this stuff, and so it's like we can just listen back to the tape. We can fucking access it through our, through our implant or whatever that Elon puts in our head.
No.
And all this.
No.
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dog. It's just like putting this thing into your brain. It's like you don't have to carry it around anymore, like Jerry was talking about earlier. Jerome.
I'll be damned if any Veronicas are going to be inside my brain. Okay.
Okay. I guess you'll just be slow then, man.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be real slow. Okay. How do you like them apples?
I don't. That doesn't sound nice at all.
Well, that's too bad. So I can't wait until we get to the point where you're so sick of me and me wearing bustiers and listening to too many podcasts and dancing around to Madonna. I mean, like that sounds like a dream right about now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see how I could get sick of that.
I think you'll get sick of it because, I'm a lot. I can be a lot.
You'll be live streaming the whole thing.
Oh, no.
So you'll all be in on this.
No.
Or whatever. Yeah.
That's crazy.
No.
Crazy talk.
No, dude. You're going to embrace the technology.
Hey, did you know
that
this week is almost a year of this podcast?
Yeah.
We're like...
We're very close, man.
Yep. Is that crazy to you? That we've been doing this for almost a year?
It's crazy. Like, it's I don't know how many things I've done consistently for a year.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sports and stuff, but those are like cyclical by season,
Sure.
So that has like a year built into it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But like, dude.
It's kind of a mind warp.
It is. Yeah. It's going to be interesting because we have all this.
Yeah.
It's like, there's not going to be that thing where like, oh, their story is just, I mean, maybe, I guess there could be.
What?
If we get the coronal mass ejection happening and another Carrington level, like solar flare event occurs and fries all the hard drives.
Oh, bummer.
Kind of out of luck, dude.
Yeah, bummer deal.
So if that happens, then we're fucked. But if you're listening to this right now and the year is 2093 or something like that, then...
I would love that. I would love to be like 93 years old and have somebody come up to me and be like, I saw you on the podcast. I mean, that's like ridiculous on so many levels, dude.
I know.
I prefer not to discuss Carrington events. For obvious reasons.
Because you're such a fan of the Colbys.
Yeah.
That it's hard for you to get on board with any Carringtons.
Yes, I only want to discuss Colby events.
Right? Alexis mostly.
Yeah, because she's my favorite.
What's the son? Is it like Dave?
No.
Colby. Remember the guy that's like the bad brother?
Yeah.
But is he actually like a kid of Alexis or something like that? No. He's like a kid. He's like legit. Is he a...
I don't really think she had any kids.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's like... Is he like a stepson?
Yeah.
Or a son-in-law?
Something.
Of some kind?
Mm-hmm. I don't think that Alexis Carrington could possibly have a child.
This is way inside baseball here, but we're talking about Dynasty.
Yeah.
Early seasons of Dynasty.
Yeah.
Which are... I kind of almost... It's been like, what, 10 years? I kind of almost want to watch some of that again if it was possible to. Just to see, like...
Oh, yeah. It's insane. It's so psychotic, dude.
Yeah.
But my like 3-year-old brain was like, yep.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down here. Yeah.
And no wonder you turned out to be so demented.
Thank you.
So wonderfully demented.
Oh, thanks.
Dementedly yours. The babes. That's kind of a new ending that I'm considering doing.
Dementedly yours?
I just came up with it, so it's just an idea, just spitballing.
Okay.
Do you have any other ideas?
Write that down. Okay. How about, but all that shit is great, right? But all that shit is cool.
That shit is cool.
I mean,
yeah,
that's how I'd like to end this.
OME ends that song.
Yeah.
But all that shit is great, right?
But
that shit is cool.
All that shit is cool, right? I mean, all this stuff that we just said is so great and so cool and so with it and on it and trend setting and futuristic and like valuable.
Totally.
Don't you think so?
Yeah. Let's say it together. But
all that shit is great, right? That
shit is cool. I didn't know you were going to do the second.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, take two.
No,
just
okay.
joking.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we did it.
So, hey, man, we are so psyched for you guys.
To listen to the song?
Yeah.
I am psyched. If anybody actually listens to this and then like has feedback, please let me know because like I would love to hear it. Even if you hate it, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, totally. We'd love to hear from anybody.
Yeah.
Hit us up on the social media, man. You know where to find us. It's fucking Team Babe, babe. It's Team Babe, baby. Just get on it. Get on the internet.
It's easy.
Search it out. We got the Twitter. We got the fucking Instagrams. We got the this. We got the that. Hey, man, get on there. Hey, do you feel crazy right now? If you feel crazy right now, what I recommend is hitting like and subscribe.
Oh, wow. Look at you go.
Oh, and also leaving a 5-star review.
Wow, you heard it here first, man.
You really did. I don't think anybody in a podcast, similar to how I came up with the whole thing about the money back guarantee.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be like the new thing in podcasting.
Oh, like where they like people, like they ask?
They ask people to like leave reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
5-star reviews.
That's really groundbreaking.
If you don't like it, that's cool. Just don't leave a review. Or, hey, no skin off your back. Fucking leave a 5-star one and then just never listen to us again.
Oh, I got an idea. Leave a 5-star review, but then in the comments say, I hate this shit.
Say in the comments. Okay. For anybody who says in the comments, but all that shit is great, right? That shit is cool. I'll send you a $5 bill.
Oh, wow.
Crispy 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Look at you.
Quid pro quo.
Wow.
Is that how it goes?
I would love to say that we would send you some Team Babe merchandise, but we don't have any.
Yeah.
Also, if you're wondering where to find us on the internet, just look for the heart that has blood squirting out of it with a bunch of lightning bolts, and then you'll know you're in the right place.
Yeah, you guys like horror, right? You like Mexican horror groups?
No. This is like our love is alive, man.
It's squirting blood.
Yeah,
it's so alive.
It's so alive that it's like, being electrified by lightning bolts. Okay?
Electrified.
Electrified.
Okay.
All
ass
right.
cap is all over my ass now. Ass cap?
Don't say it.
Okay.
They can hear you.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody I said that. Okay, guys. All right. Well, thanks for everything.
Yeah, we owe you one.
Yeah. I'll buy you a drink. I'll send you $5 if you put that in the thing.
In the thing. Put that in the thing.
Yeah.
And then you get $5.
Very exacting.
I like that. That's a great
instructions.
Call to action. Love it.
I learned my marketing skills from the best.
Oof.
Oh, bosh. Well, babe, guess what?
What?
I love you, babe.
No. I love you, babe.